So hello and welcome to Harris Bus and Coach, and today we're going to show you the Higer Super 9, and this is one of the most incredible pieces of machinery that's out there. 9 meters, rear engined, Cummins and ZF combination, and utilising the space that it has incredibly well. Massive underfloor luggage and running 22.5 wheels in a midi is something that the industry is not used to, but again, it makes the vehicle very comfortable. So we're going to do a quick walk around on the Super 9 today, and we're going to start here on the front. And as you can see, there are lovely 9 lines on the vehicle. This one has Predictive cruise, advanced emergency braking, and it is set up in polar white with a black roof. We have 5 LED roof marker lights as part of its signature, LED front lights. As you can see, the daytime driving lights are standard as LED. We have a helper wiper on the front, which is a little feature that you don't normally see on a bus. So it's the second wiper, and it's to go slightly further over on the front windscreen so that there's no blind spot on the front mirror. Again, in keeping with our safety features, we have front facing camera as a standard item. We have low entry driver's mirror. We have the glass here beside the driver is heated and double glazed in the slider, and this one is also fitted with external cameras as a standard feature, as you can see. So you can see the camera here in the corner. Under the driver's area, we actually have the fuse box, and one of the things that we'd like to show you here in the fuse box is you might be just able to make out the red LEDs above and below each of the fuses. So if a fuse goes, the little LED glows, and you don't have to check all of the fuses, you know which one to go for. Over here we have a device for turning off the powered lockers, so it turns them into manual lockers if you get into trouble. And down here we have air inclusion, so that you can hook up to the air system in the brakes. You can put air in, and it's also all of the air sensors. Rather than having to get underneath it for the brake sensors and the air sensors, they're all here in the front. So it makes the maintenance end of things very simple, very easy. Doors are aluminium, wheel arches are aluminium, wheels are aluminium. So we've gone with keeping the weight down on the Super 9. It can be fueled from driver's side or the passenger side, so it has conjoined fuel tanks, LED, parallel scrolling luggage compartments, and we also have Checkerplate floor, which is made from aluminium, and it's designed that it doesn't scrape or scuff. The doors are actually powered, and the reason we don't have them powered on both sides is that the driver can never be accused of remotely opening the doors from inside the cabin and somebody standing out on the road and getting injured because of that. They are manual for that reason and that reason only. We have we call it the Pac-Man look here at the back. So the air intake on the back of the bus on both sides has a very unique design. We do run, as I mentioned earlier, 22.5s, and they are Michelin tyres that are fitted on as standard. The wheels are Alcoa Durabrights. We haven't gone for a secondary make. We've got the industry leading alloy wheels, including the nut covers and the chrome centerpieces. Emergency door with drop down steps. Very easy to get in and get out of. So rather than just having a half door, we've gone with the full door option so that it's easier for people to get out, in particular if they are a little bit older. We do have lights fitted onto it, as you can see, both on each step. So at night time, if people do have to get out, it illuminates their exit. Around to the back, LED lights. In the bottom, you'll notice that it has skids. So we have them front and rear, and they're just designed that if, God forbid, it did bottom out, that it protects the chassis. LED lights on the roof, as you can see. Rear facing camera, again, this operates from the time the vehicle starts, so the recording system constantly records. We have some very simple aspects of the design of the engine bay that makes a mechanic's life a lot easier. So to change the fuel filter, Very simple process. It's very easy to get at, and it's here, simple. We can start the bus from the rear. We also have a power system here from the rear. It's got fire suppression as standard. You can just see there and here. And we've also fitted light into the back of it as well. Belts are very simple to change. Air filter is very simple to change. And all of the relevant information on fluid levels, oils, and all of the specifications are here in the rear. Again, makes it very simple to do any kind of work on, and simple to open and close. And we believe the back of it is a very good looking coach. Black roof denotes that this one is a high spec. Emergency cut off button. AdBlue. So we've actually made the AdBlue door much larger than most other coaches around to make it easy to fit the AdBlue in, because if you're going to open the door, and you can see the amount of space that this takes, so if there's another coach parked beside it on a wall, the situation is it can be difficult for the driver. So we're trying to make the driver's life a little easier. It's very simple to get at, very easy to work with. Secondly, we also have fitted in here. This is an Anderson jump point. So again, we are in a position that when and if you were in a position that you needed to jump it, all you have to do is connect in here. You don't have to mess around with the batteries. It's straight in, and you can have Anderson to Anderson. It goes into your jump pack, and away you go. So, as we said to you before, on this side, the lockers are actually powered, and we'll show you those operating now in a second. But we also have a small other innovation, again designed for the driver. We call it ELS Easy Loading System. So we have a button here. So this button is connected directly to the ECAS system, and it reverses the ECAS. So by pressing it, we can hire the vehicle up. So we're going to show you how that operates and the difference in the height. You'll see how far up the coach actually rises. To make it easier to both put cases in and take cases far out. And this is operated by the driver from outside the vehicle. And if somebody comes and wants to get in, the driver can actually let it down. But it significantly hires the vehicle up, allowing for a much easier loading of cargo and baggage. And obviously it does the same for offloading. So that's the exterior of the Super 9. It does have power door, obviously, and it has open and close functions on it. We have closed and sealed LED indicators, and again, as we mentioned on the far side, it can be fueled from the passenger side or the driver's side. So we're going to go and have a look at the inside of the Super 9, and as the sign says, welcome aboard, we'll show you the inside. So straight away as you come into the Super 9, you'll notice that the step arrangement is very simple, very easy, but it utilizes a lot of space. So it's very simple to get in. There's good handholds in it in all of the areas that you would expect, and the guide seat is a very comfortable seat. So come on board and we'll show you some of the features that we have. Isringhausen driver's seat, and in this one we have a leather steering wheel, and it has multi-functions on the steering wheel as well. So the cruise control and the other ABS and lane departure warning systems are all on the steering wheel on this particular model. Here we have BOSCH sound system, which does include the overhead audio system, CD, and it will play all of the other formats of MP3, MP4. So it's set up that any multimedia system will interact with it, and it is also wireless connected as well. The buttons on the dash on this one are a little bit bigger than the normal vehicle that we have been selling. So we have upgraded the dash so that there is more of a sequence to where all the actual buttons are situated and go, and we believe that it's a little bit easier for a driver now to understand the functions and where everything is. The air conditioning system we use is Wirless, and it's got full climate control, so it works for both the driver and for the cabin, the saloon areas, so both areas are covered by the air conditioning system. You'll see and notice that the area has a lot of space around the driver, so there's a cubby hole for a phone, and we have included an original 12-volt socket. Also there are USB charging points, and there is a ZF Ecolife gearbox in this. Sliding window, which is double glazed. The single glazed window here is heated. We have a manually operated blind for the driver here. We have two electrically operated window blinds up here on the front, which are basically designed for the driver's comfort, that he or she can take the winter solstice sun out of their eyes, and it makes the vehicle a lot safer to drive. We have a clock with thermometer and hydrometer in it as well, which is very easy to see from any of the seats in the vehicle. The Super 9 that you're in at the moment with us is a 41 seater with the driver and the guide, so it's 41 plus 1 plus 1, and it has a lot of space. So we're going to have a quick look at the cabin interior, and on our way back down we'll finish off in the cabin and show you some of the last driver features and some other safety features that the vehicle also has. So you may notice here in the overhead that the lights are blue, so they come on automatically, and it adds to the ambient senses of the inside. The vehicle is also set up that it can have the following when it's at night time, so it's got a really nice finish, very warm, and it looks really appealing at night time when it's turned on. At the moment, just because we're filming, we're just going to turn back on the white lights just to give you an idea of where we are. Seats that are in this are our own design, so they're manufactured by Pilot in Turkey, with side-out operation, full recline, and they are absolutely beautiful and add to the ambience of the interior of the vehicle. Quick release carpets are included, and so are the wood effect floors that you see in the Super 9. Super 9 also has, for the guide, we have a microphone port here, and the driver has a microphone port here, so they're well covered in relation to what they need to when they need to communicate to the passengers. So again, we want to just show you the interior and how well finished the seats actually are. So they're finished in a beautiful black and gold, and obviously the choices of the interior are as varied as people's minds, so we have no issue being able to custom make and manufacture seats. It just adds a little bit to the time. We do have at the moment 16 different variants of the seats that you see in this vehicle in different color combinations, and over the next day or so we'll take some video and post it so that you can see some of the other colors and designs. In keeping with the way that we like to do things, these are fitted with side-out operation. So from a COVID point of view and a comfort point of view, you can move just a little bit away from the person that's beside you. Easy to go in, easy to come out. And there are handles, support handles, to get out of the seats and for you to be able to move around to get out of the vehicle when it's stopped. Good size wide aisle in the vehicle, designed to let people move up and down the vehicle very simply. We have heating on the floor, and the air conditioning is coming from the overhead. At the emergency exit, you'll notice, and we have one customer who actually charges a premium for these seats because of the incredible legroom. So he does day tours and has 4 Super 9s on his fleet, and charges an extra €20 per seat for these 2 seats here because of this legroom. He deals a lot with American tourists, and they seem to like the extra legroom. Again, we have snack trays, and we also have nets in this one as well, and they are also vandal-proof, and when they're pushed down they do not break. Your phone will also sit in here perfectly well, or a tablet. So again, it's designed for customer comfort, and at the end of the day we believe that that is what it's all about. You know, the USB charging in this model is actually in the middle of the seats, so as a small extra element of luxury and to make the vehicle a little bit quieter. The overhead luggage has also been carpeted, and this can be removed and cleaned if required. At the front, you'll notice that we have some lockable lockers, so this can be for the driver's belongings, and on this side we have first aid. So just moving back to the driver's cabin, just to show you a little bit more, we have some safety features that can be shown here on the television system, very neatly put in, as you can see, and you'll see that there are a load of cameras actually fitted into the vehicle as well. There's one here, one here, one here, one at the back. We have a rear one, and we have two external ones, all going to a recording system that can be downloaded by the operator when required. So a couple of other features that the Super 9 has. One is it does have a complete fire suppression system in the boot, as we showed a little bit earlier on. And the engine in it, because that is a question that we are asked regularly, it is a Cummins built in Darlington. It is the ISB 6.7 litre engine that's in it, and this one has 300 brake horsepower. The gearbox in it is a German manufactured ZF with the new Eco Life, and we find that the combination of the two of them together is very good. This one also has the new smart tachograph system in it as well, which is another legal piece of apparatus that must be in every vehicle now. The fire suppression system can also be activated here by the driver, but that's this one. It's a plastic button. You break it, press it, and it sets off all of the fire suppression system in the vehicle. That's something that we can demonstrate, unfortunately. It has rear beeper sound control, so at night time going into hotels you can lower the sound of the reverse beeper. It also has a two horn system, same thing for at night time. It has a mellow sound and it has an air horn in it as well. Standard air brake in it, and the tachograph can be seen by the driver from this position. And this one is also fitted with an automatic greasing system, which again is another standard feature. And in essence, this is the Higer Super 9. We have manufactured this vehicle and have been selling it now since 2017, and it is the market leader in Ireland in the rear engined 9 meter segment. And it's a vehicle that many operators know, run, love and trust, and we feel that it is probably one of the best, if not the best, 9 meter coach on the market today. Thank you very much for your time and for looking at our video, and hopefully at some stage you'll get to be the proud owner of a Super 9, or you'll at least get to have a driving one, and it will surprise you. Thank you for your time. Bye bye.